we had an early morning breakfast and now we are on our way to Halong Bay to board the cruise, which will be our home the next day. There are several activities in store for us, as I read online and from the itinerary for this part of the trip. So looking forward to a majestic Halong Bay experience aboard a cruise. The temperature out there, we checked in the morning, was around 21 degrees. The forecast for today and tomorrow is sunny at 21. But there's chill in the air, so we are wearing a jacket. It's cold, but inside the bus, it's comfortable. We have been traveling for over 2 hours now. The city have given way to countryside. The farms have given way to pools of water. The lanes have been divided according to speed. We are in the 80 kilometers lane. So there are 3 lanes, 80 kilometers, 60 kilometers and 120 kilometers. We are in the central lane, 80 kilometers an hour. Seems like we are closing in because mangrove forests are being visible, mangrove trees are being visible. Halong Bay might just be a couple of minutes more. We have crossed few tolls here. Impressively, this country has FASTag, which India has incorporated maybe a few years back. But this country has all the major highways equipped with FASTag, wherein you drive in the car, you don't need to pay the toll, and the toll gets deducted by scanning a microchip sticker embedded on the front glass, and the account linked with that chip gets debited accordingly. This is the quality of the road we have been riding non-stop for the past 2 hours. No bumps, no potholes, just straight road. Yeah, according to the level of the soil underneath, the land is moving up and down, but that is not impacting the quality of the road that we are driving on. We have officially entered the Halong Bay area, maybe a few kilometers more. We have seen the Bay Area all through, few kilometers more until the bay in all its majestic beauty comes into view. And we will be boarding the cruise then. Till then, eagerly looking forward, all of us, the 5 of us, including the young one, looking forward to boarding the cruise and starting our journey in the majestic Halong Bay. From the sitting area, we are now going to the boarding area. It's 12:15. That's the time that we board our cruise. All excited, everybody pumped with energy, thoroughly hydrated. That's my dear family on the plank. Water this side, water this side, plank in the middle, and we are walking on the plank. The plank is very safe nonetheless. We are boarding the cruise. That's our cruise, Halong Dragon Crown Legend cruise. So we are going to board that and see, we are being welcomed. You can see flags being waved. So we are on our way into the cruise. Not sure what's in store for us. I know it's wonderful. You can see Tanya there. She is under the heat, but right now she too is pumped. And there is a little one saluting the flag. She has learned that when there's a flag being raised, you need to salute it. So those are people greeting us. Wonderful atmosphere, wonderful environment, wonderful atmosphere. We're welcoming the guests into the cruise with sounds, noise, pumping our energy. That's traditional Vietnam food. That's Vietnam at its best. Nothing can change the fact that Vietnam culture has lots of similarities with our Indian culture, wherein we love. This is the inside of the place we are going. We'll be having lunch right now. So before boarding the cruise, we'll be taking our lunch. We are being welcomed with a welcome drink. So let me taste and then I'll be able to tell you. This is the lunch room. The welcome drink is watermelon juice. It's amazing. So this is the lunch room. It's an amazing place. Lots of food. Seems like the cruise is full. We have people from all the quarters of the world. It's not just us. It's people from everywhere. Everybody's settling down right now. The little one has gone there to see the water. Anya is also making efforts to keep her hydrated. That's good. Now we'll have our lunch for now and then we'll continue our journey from it. This is from where we came and this is our room, room 213 on this Dragon cruise. So I'll give you a room tour. The two have already entered the room. It's a huge bed. You can see a lovely wall mural. This is the cupboard. We have already taken the liberty of opening it and inspecting it. This is a mirror you can see here. You can see me recording. And moving across, this is the washroom. Let's see how it is. It says pull. So we are pulling it. And this is a wonderful looking, cozy looking washroom here. This is the bathing area over here, and you have a hand shower. So this was a small room tour from this cruise that we are on. Welcome to Halong Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site at Vietnam. Nothing can compare or prepare you for what you see here when on the cruise, because this is utterly majestic. This is surreal, out of this world. The clean, pristine waters and raw nature at its very best, jutting out from the ocean floor. Limestone rocks, limestone mountain makes this area a truly natural wonder. When I was planning this trip, I did not have this in mind. I thought it would be just like another cruise strolling away, but nonetheless, the craze around this area made me plan this trip also to the Halong from Hanoi, and I'm not disappointed. What you're seeing on the screen is just 1% of the experience that you get when you come on this cruise, or any cruise of your liking. I wouldn't say specific to this cruise, my point being on any cruise you want. But make sure you do come, because this is once in a lifetime opportunity to come, because then tourism here has been exploited. Tourism has exploited the place, and while it's still nascent, it's better to visit the place. Whether it becomes over touristy, there will be lots of restrictions on the place, there will be lots of regulations, and that will spoil the fun that we have from this entire trip. So this is a part of the Halong Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And we are not the only cruise around here. You can see several trawlers and cruises here. There is one guy shouting, and he is having fun too. See, you can see him. See, people here are having fun. So that's the best part of the Halong Bay trip. You have people whom you can enjoy with, you have people whom you can have fun with, and definitely you have this site to behold. This is from the other side of the Halong Bay that we are seeing. The sun is directly coming into the camera, so it's a bit dark on this side. But this is just limestone cars, mountains all around. So you can see another companion of ours also in the same. And there is the tugboat that will be taking it out to the maybe to the beaches down there when we visit the caves and everything. But this is Halong Bay and the Karst Mountains, and it's most beautiful. We are still sailing through the Halong Bay, and this is what it is. The sun is hitting the mountain face directly, so the images are clearer and sharper. So there's this beauty of the Halong Bay that captivates the human mind. You can see other boats also there. But this is just majestic. There are people, we are here on the Sunday, people around here are also present. But I couldn't resist the urge to capture the majestic beauty that is the Halong Bay. I'll just zoom into the mountain so that you can see it better. It's an amazing, it's I don't know how to express it, but indeed nature is our greatest architect and our greatest teachers, because many a times we devise our devices, our infrastructure based on things we see in nature, and in this case these are architectures which cannot be replicated by humans. So Mother Nature did her best, doing the best, so that we mere humans can take a glimpse of what happens over a period in the scale of 300 to 400 million years, beyond fathomable in a human lifespan of just 100 years. So these were formed in those period or even more ancient. Today we can bear witness to this geological formation. Science-minded people will say geological formations, while people who are religious will say Mother Nature and the hand of God. Yet another view of the majestic Halong Bay. You can see fishing boats around here with all its nets cast. Another boat here and another limestone mountain. This was the same rock that we were seeing in the last video. It's just standing there all alone, gracious and majestic. No human would have ever settled his feet on that piece of rock out there, and that's why it makes this wilderness so special. There has been no human intrusion into any of this karst limestone mountain places. Water is making inroads, and water is doing everything it can so that this limestones erode over time. But for now, let us enjoy the magnificence and beauty of the Halong Bay. Welcome to the majestic Halong Bay. We have been sailing for the past almost 3 hours. So I would like to call on Tanya also. Tanya, please. So Tanya is also coming. She's actually looking at the beautiful Halong Bay all around us. So the boat is turning. So here she is. She is also enjoying a lot. So this is one of the prime places to be right now. And Halong Bay has been listed by Lonely Planet as one of the places to visit in 2025 before this place becomes overcrowded, over touristy, and tourism maybe might impose certain restrictions on the movement that we are facing right now on Halong Bay. It's limestone karst mountains all around us. I will show you these beautiful structures that have taken millions of years to form. So Tanya, how are you liking this experience around here?
Simply breathtaking, amazing.
So you heard from her. I am not just the only one. My voice is broken. Sorry for that, because I've had a bout of cold. But still, bout of cold cannot put water on our trip to this Halong Bay. We might be disembarking this cruise right now and going on a short visit to a cave, and maybe we will have some beachside activities too. So Phang Na was a bit cold for my liking, Though everybody else of my family member likes cold, but it was cold. But right now it's out here in the vast wilderness of nature, in the lap of Mother Nature at Halong Bay, and it's warm, and I love getting into the water. So maybe after we are done visiting everything, we will again regroup for another video session. And this time around there might not be any sunlight out there, but definitely we will experience the onboard activities on this magnificent cruise in this amazing setting in the lap of Mother Nature at Halong Bay, Vietnam. Just completed a visit to a cave, and this is our surrounding. We'll be boating our boat, and this is our surrounding. Really amazing. The sun is hitting the mountain face and it's brightening up, glistening. It's all at Halong Bay. Hello, it's evening here at Halong Bay. just cruising out on the private balcony around here. One of those few cruises which has the luxury of having a private balcony attached with every room. Crown Legend Cruises. This is what Halong Bay looks after sundown. All activities had ceased. Now it's just the cruise ships, the aura of the setting sun, whatever last remains of it, and the bay itself. Nothing much to see outside. Definitely lots to explore still on the inside. This part of Halong Bay where the sun has set, that is the western side. You can see it's still bright enough for the camera to comprehend, but I don't know how long this aura, this dusk will last. But nonetheless, it still provides a surreal feeling, being aware of the fact that we are in the middle of a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but definitely in the middle of a bay carved out by water, designed by water, and made beautiful by water. This is Halong Bay at dusk. No more sounds of any speedboats or cruise ships. All the engines have been turned off and the cruise ships have docked at their respective designated areas for the night. Now the cruise ships are being lightened up for the guests to enjoy, and likewise we will be also enjoying the same at our wonderful cruise in some time. No matter how many times I thank Oyon, this still remains one of the best trips. Yes, it was customized and the pricing was a bit high on the higher side, but Oyon did a splendid work arranging for it and arranging everything to my liking, to my family's preferences, without even an iota of irritation or disturbance. He has been supporting all through, and Jatri Travel Agency, I would always recommend everybody definitely to plan your foreign trips for sure, and domestic trips also with Jatri Travel Agency. I couldn't help but zoom onto this beautiful cruise liner. I don't know if our looks the same from outside, but this cruise liner looks definitely different from the rest, and with the lights coming up slowly and with the backdrop of the karst mountains and the setting sun, it looks really beautiful in this vast open wilderness. 7 p.m. local time, and we have been served dinner in the dining room. So dinner is soup, croutons, salad and spring rolls, separate for vegetarians and non-vegetarians. So looking forward to a sumptuous dinner before going to bed. Good morning. We are on day 2 of our Halong Bay Cruise. Just woke up in the morning. It's around 6:30 odd. Thought of viewing the sunrise. The sun has risen, but it's foggy outside and it's yet to show its true magnificence to us. Waiting eagerly on our balcony. It's cold. You can see me wearing a full jacket. There's a nip in the air. The water is so still. I was just observing the water here. The water is amazingly still. And that is where the sun is supposed to come out from. Based on the color of the sky, we can comprehend. As I was telling you, the water is still. No waves, just tiny ripples. And it's foggy outside. It's winter season technically, and an off season for tourism. But nonetheless, we have huge number of cruise ships anchored in this area, of the Halong Bay. We have our breakfast at around 6:30, and there's a cave visit scheduled at 7:10. So not sure if I'll be able to capture the sunrise, but this is what a morning at Halong Bay, a foggy, cold morning at Halong Bay looks like. It's 7:30 in the morning. We are again on a hike, this time to the Sung Sot cave, which basically translates to surprise cave. So it's cold nonetheless. So what we learned is we have to climb 1483 steps up to the cave. So looking forward. So we are starting our first climb up to the Sung Sot cave. And this is everybody climbing to visit this beautiful cave. This limestone cave in the mountains. This is huge. There's a small viewing area here. This is what we are seeing. Limestone karst mountains all around. 450 to 500 million years old. We are seeing the earth as it was in the past. This cave, formed around 500 million years ago, was initially underwater, and then tectonic movements have pushed this huge cave over the water, and these are basically water caves, different from the ones we saw at Phongna National Park, wherein those limestone caves were formed above water by activity of dripping water inside the limestone mountain. But these are entirely different. These have been formed by the water playing a pivotal role, and we see them now dry because of the fact that they have been pushed upward into the above the surface of the earth by tectonic movements. The theory of these tectonic movements were first published by Alfred Wagner in 1912, and since then it has changed our understanding of how the earth was formed and what is mantle, what is sublimation points, what is sublimation, what are continental plates, and everything. So that historic paper was the theory. This is the practical implementation. So Alfred Wagner would have been happy had he had seen this cave, because definitely, if nothing else, this proves his theory at its wondrous best. The structures you see on this rock face is because of the fact that the movements of the water created and carved out such beautiful hollow sculptures on the limestone surface. This is a completely dry cave, no signs of any growth, no stalagmite growth, no stalactite growth, and these caves might be remaining like this for the next few million years, until again water plays or tectonic movements either drown it, wherein water will play a crucial part, or tectonic plates will push it higher up, where maybe wind will play a crucial part next time. Another beautiful rock formation over here. You can see we are progressively moving inside the cave more and more, and more beautiful structures are coming into view. We have a brief, rugged stones to climb up on, and we are again on the guided trail. There's another rock structure, rock formation. The entire way is littered, not littered I would say, is dotted with rock structures, and we try to find resemblance in every bit of them, resemblance to the natural objects we see. We try to give meaning to these structures, and that's what Vietnamese people believe, that these rock structures are sacred. We had viewed this structure from the opposite side, and now we are having a very close-up view of the same. This looks like a turtle, and turtle is one of the 4 sacred animals in Vietnamese culture. This actually looks like a turtle shell with the head of turtle, and some people have also deposited money in reverence because Vietnamese dong, to be exact, because turtle is considered very sacred in the Vietnamese culture. This is one of the largest caves here in the Halong Bay area. Halong Bay contains 40 discovered caves, and this is one of the largest. There is one other which is of comparable size to this one. And Vietnamese culture, Vietnamese people have 4 sacred animals, and they try to find meaning in the sculptures, because for one, this is a source of income from them for the tourism purpose, and second, these were given by nature, and they respect nature and try to find meaning in the sculptures, thereby giving them a religious belief in the structures as well. Another beautiful rock formation right in the middle. We just stand there in awe and gaze at the beauty. It's rugged, it's rough. But who said beauty cannot have roughness? Nothing of beauty is right forever, and beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. Those quotes still hold ground, and this is a testament to the same. We keep on getting one sculpture now against another. See, there's a tree, if you can find out. There's a tree which we can see with the naked eye. Not sure if you can capture in the camera. We can see a tree. So again, trying to find meaning. We were told there was a reason why this is called a surprise cave, because when you enter, the chambers become progressively smaller initially with narrow passages, and then it finally explodes into this huge cavern that we were just exploring. So from small rooms and tiny passages, you come to this final huge cavern. Hence, it is called Surprise Cave. And now we start our climb up into the mountain and again down to our cruise. All 3 of us together. This is the view from the top of the mountain. We just visited the cave, and at the pit stop, this is what awaits us. Turquoise waters. We have devoted there, and we have to go there. And in between, we have get down first. The beaches cannot be bathed into, no swimming allowed, but this is purely mesmerizing. This is one of the best views you can get around Halong Bay here. I'll just freeze frame here for you to take in the natural beauty. You can see there are very touristy sounds going on in the background. They are local vendors selling water and other stuff. Far there you can see a cave also. If I zoom in, you can see far there is another cave. Not sure if that can be traveled to, but this is a truly mesmerizing view of the Halong Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. A must visit. Otherwise you will miss one of the most beautiful and scenic places on the planet. All good things come to an end, and saying a goodbye is never easy when you actually fall in love with Mother Nature and just stare at her raw beauty. We are crossing the T-top Islands, This was the same one where we had hiked and had a bath in the ocean. So goodbye T-Top Islands. We are on the move now. We will be leaving in about 2 hours time. We'll be disembarking from this cruise. Before that we'll have brunch. We'll be crossing all the limestone mountains. There are 400 odd limestone caves rather, and 3000 odd limestone mountains around this part of the Halong Bay. This is Halong Bay for you. Rugged peaks jutting out from the water. It's end of day and start of a new day for the cruises. Every cruise is returning back to the shore. For those who are staying back to disembark and new passengers to onboard them, to take them on another majestic Halong adventure. Our Halong cruise has come to an end, and now we are moving forward to our next destination, Ninh Bình, that's called Halong on land.